Hello, I'm your host, Jonathan Miller, and today I'm joined by JT Fitzgerald, CEO of Kingsway Financial Services, ticker symbol KFS on the New York Stock Exchange. JT, thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So why don't you tell us a little bit more about Kingsway?
Yeah, so we're based in Chicago, Illinois. As you said, we're traded on the New York Stock Exchange, roughly $235 million market cap as of today. We are structured as a holding company, so we have 7 operating businesses, 2 reportable segments, one extended warranty, sort of specialty insurance, and the other our sort of unique platform for acquisitions called the Kingsway Search Accelerator.
All right. And what would you say is your company's competitive advantage?
Well, we're a holding company, so each one of our businesses, I think, has their own unique competitive advantages. At the holding company, I think that our competitive advantage, first is we have a very large net operating loss carry forward. So we have a fabulous tax attribute, which means we are not a federal taxpayer and won't be for a long time. So we can compound capital pre-tax and after-tax at very high rates of return. And then our Search Accelerator is a very unique acquisition platform. I think we're the only one in the public sphere doing it, leveraging something called the search fund model, where we back early in career talented managers, support them in their search for an acquisition of small operating businesses that they then transition in and run. I think it's a very unique platform.
Excellent. And what's the company's capital allocation strategy?
I think about capital allocation as what we do with our cash, right? So we have a very strong cash flow engine in our extended warranty businesses that we then redeploy in a variety of different ways. One, we sort of consistently de-lever our balance sheet. We do acquisitions and use a little bit of traditional bank financing, and so we are actively paying down debt. The second is organic growth. Our businesses are generally very capital light, so they don't require a lot of capital to grow, almost none. And so I would say that is not a big area of focus for capital allocation. And so we can then think about acquisitions. So we have this incredible acquisition engine, so growing inorganically. So we allocate a lot of capital to acquisitions in the Search Accelerator segment. And then finally, returning capital to shareholders, which I think probably you viewers care about.
Like that, yeah.
We have in place right now a stock buyback plan. So we're always balancing the anticipated returns from new acquisitions versus the returns on share buybacks. If we feel like the stock trades at a meaningful discount to our view of intrinsic value per share, we would be aggressive buyers of our stock.
Excellent. Now tell us a little bit more about the M&A strategy. I understand you've acquired a few companies over this year already.
Yeah, exactly. So again, the Search Accelerator platform where we back really talented early in career managers, support them in their search for and acquisition of wonderful operating businesses, and then provide operating scaffolding to ensure that they operate them really well. So these businesses are traditionally in the lower end of the lower middle market, 1 to 3 million of EBITDA. And we think of ourselves as succession capital for a founder operator who is looking to retire. So we bring both financial capital to monetize their primary asset, but also human capital to transition them out of the day-to-day operations.
Very important. Yeah. And what are some of the company's key performance indicators? How do you measure your successes?
Yeah, so for us, it's sort of growth and intrinsic value per share is probably primary. And the driver of that, I think, is a combination of EBITDA and EBITDA growth. And then also looking at our balance sheet and the delevering through debt amortization.
Oh, fantastic. And where can investors go to find out more about the company?
Obviously, you can go to our website, www.kingsway-financial.com. Lots of great links to past investor presentations, all of our public filings, et cetera. And then we have a great IR person, James Carbonara, and his information is on our website as well.
Fantastic. Company is Kingsway Financial Services. JT Fitzgerald, thank you so much for joining us here.
Thanks, Jonathan. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you.